Luis Arraez made his way into the MLB in 2019 with the Minnesota Twins. In his rookie season, Arraez would post a slash line that consisted of a .334 average, .399 on-base percentage, and a .439 slug, which was good enough for an .838 OPS and a .124 OPS plus in 92 games. He also posted an amazingly low 7.9% strikeout rate for the 2019 season, where the league average was 23%. Along with that, he posted an above-average 9.8% walk rate. Headed into 2020, Arraez's stats would slightly dip as his triple slash is now a .321 average, .364 on-base percentage, and a .402 slug for a .766 OPS and a slightly lower .113 OPS plus. His strikeout rate would slightly increase as well to 9.1%, but the league average was still 23.4%, so this was still very good, but his walk rate dipping below league average at 6.6% was the alarming part. These decreases were alarming, and it made it seem like Arraez's contact-first mentality wasn't going to succeed in today's MLB. 2021 wouldn't help this narrative much either, as Arraez would post his worst season yet as his triple slash dropped to a .294 average, .357 on-base percentage, and a .376 slug, which gave him a .733 OPS and a .105 OPS plus. This made it seem like Luis Arraez was going to continue to fall off the cliff, as he had done nothing but regress from his rookie season, but lucky for Arraez, in 2022 he'd explode onto the scene. In 2022, Arraez would have his best season yet and hit .316, which led the league, along with a .375 on-base percentage and a .420 slug, which is good enough for a .795 OPS and a .128 OPS plus in 144 games. Arraez would even become an All-Star, win the Silver Slugger, and get 13th in AL MVP voting. This completely flipped the narrative on Arraez, and it seemed like if he could keep this production near this mark, he would be a staple in the Twins' offense. Then came the surprise on January 20th when the Twins and Marlins would swap Luis Arraez for Pablo Lopez. To me, it seemed like the Twins thought Arraez wasn't going to be able to replicate his 2022 season and wanted to trade him at his peak value. Sad to say for the Twins, he has elevated his game to a whole new level. As of June 7th, Arraez has a .401 average, .451 on-base percentage, and a .495 slug, which gives him a .935 OPS and a .161 OPS plus. He currently leads the league in average, on-base percentage, hits, and OPS plus. Now that I've displayed all these stats, let's take a deeper look into what makes Luis Arraez so good and how he's doing it in such an unconventional way. First, looking at his baseball savant percentile rankings, a lot of things jump off the page as not so good, and some as extremely good. To correctly look at his percentile rankings, I think you have to keep in mind the style of baseball Arraez plays. Arraez's style is more like an old-school approach at the plate where he's looking for any pitch he can make contact with and find a way to get the ball in a spot the defense can't get to and manufacture a hit. That's why many things on his percentile rankings such as barrel rate and exit velocity aren't very good, but things like strikeout rate, expected batting average, and whiff rate are extremely good. Next, looking into his metric stats and the changes from last year to this year, you can immediately see he's actually been getting softer contact and more ground balls compared to last year, but he's doing way better in areas like batting average, slug, and on-base percentage, and the expected stats in those areas. If you also take a look at his increased swing percentage, it shows that Arraez is just trying to put the ball in play, and he's doing it at a very good rate, and he's finding the gaps in the defense, which could be accompanied by the new rule changes of 2023 and the reduced shift against left-handed pull hitters like Arraez. You can also see his first pitch swing percentage has increased, and that new aggressive nature could also be a reason Arraez is doing better compared to last year and years before. Arraez's contact-first mentality is a marvel in today's game, and Arraez is showing that an old-school approach and style can still be extremely viable, and not everyone has to only swing for the fences nowadays. If you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.